looking here at the most famous dinosaur in the ROM's collection. It's called the Parasaurolophus walkeri, named after Sir Edmund Walker. It means crested lizard. It's a type of dinosaur called a hadrosaur, which is a plant-eating dinosaur. And hadrosaur means duck-billed dinosaur. And if you look at these 4 dinosaurs along this wall, you see they all have the characteristic duck bill. Now this animal itself is the best preserved fossil of its species in the world. If you look at the head, it has the characteristic duck bill, but behind the duck bill, there's probably the best grinding mechanism that nature has ever produced. It has an oral cavity completely surrounded by 1,500 cheek teeth, so it could grind anything up. It was an organic cement mixer. And what did it eat? It ate seeds, whole branches, ginkgo leaves, palm leaves. It had to be able to grind things up. Above the mouth, you can see this large horn, but it's actually a skull crest. It's hollow, it's connected to the nostrils, and most experts think it was effective in making a loud, reverberating roar like an elephant. Or it may have been used for simply courtship display. You can see that this animal walks on all 4 legs. In 1914, when the museum opened, it was thought that hadrosaurs always walked on 2 legs, and indeed, the next hadrosaur in the group here stood up in the old gallery of paleontology on his hind legs, towering over the people. But by analysis of tracks, it has been found that hadrosaurs walked on 4 legs. And where's their defense? There's no swinging armor, there are no big teeth. How do they defend themselves against T-Rex or Allosaurus? Tell me. No, that was actually, no, it wasn't strong enough.
Run like hell. Run.
Well, you're right. They were a herd animal like cows. Run is right. And if you were a hadrosaur that got caught by a T-Rex, it's highly likely you were injured or infirm and have been separated from the pack. Now, I mentioned that this is the best fossil of its species in the world. Every dinosaur in here has an accompanying diagram in gold and in blue. And the gold represents real fossil, the blue represents copy, in most cases plastic. There are, with more recent fossils, we're using now actually plastics rather than plaster. And with the advent of 3D scanners and 3D printers, it makes it much easier to produce a copy of these skeletons. We've talked about 3 different animals: the rhinoceros, the mastodon, the Parasaurolophus. Now, they're all part of our heritage. We're all related through a common ancestor in the Cambrian seas about 500 million years ago. And I show you the ancestor, but you're too big a group. So we're going to take a look now at the evolution of the Earth, because when the museum was set up, the first 2 of the departments were geology and mineralogy, and we're going to take a look at how the Earth evolved from the gas, dust, and ice surrounding the early sun 4.6 billion years ago. We're going to go to the gallery of Earth's treasures and see an example of a very unusual meteorite. So let's